Alright, so we need to have an actual talk about this battle pass or this black market pass or whatever the hell it's called in Black Ops 4 because honestly it is a complete joke. Basically, if you don't know what this pass is in Black Ops 4, it's basically what Fortnite's battle pass is, except for it's with Call of Duty cosmetics, so outfits for your operators. At the end of it, at the very end, you get like a blackout character, I believe it's Hudson from the Black Ops series, and you get this signature weapon thing. But we need to have a talk about it because there's a lot of issues and concerns with this pass that it's not really giving the best vibe to the community and especially its players. It's just had a lot of bad negative receptions so far. So I want to dive into a few of the reasons why it's not the greatest and give a few of my own suggestions to how it could improve, because at the moment I believe it's just an absolute joke. It's not very consumer friendly. There's a lot of issues to it and a lot of things in my opinion need to be changed for it to even be at least somewhat viable like thing in the game, so people can actually have something to grind towards. Because at the moment all you got really to grind towards are camos and your level. So that's pretty much what we have at the moment. This Black Ops Pass is meant to be an addition to that to keep players coming back and playing more and more, but I think it could end up pushing people away in the long run due to the way it is at the moment. So let's get into it. The first thing I want to bring up about the Black Ops Pass is there are 250 tiers. Now on PS4, I'll keep in mind I have the game on PC. I could have got it on the PlayStation or the Xbox, but I chose to go on the PC simply because the PC is my main platform of choice. So, with that being said, on the PS4 at least, I believe it'll come out for the Xbox and PC sometime in the future, maybe this week or next week, I'm not too sure. But COD points have now become available for purchase, and you can use these COD points, as a lot of people suspected once this like this blackout pass thing came. You can use these COD points to progress up these tiers. Now, it would be okay if the tiers were like Fortnite, where it's 150 COD points per tier, except for realistically you can only see 200 of these tiers. Once you hit that 200 threshold, there are then 50 additional tiers, and if you buy all of them in bulk, so if you go from let's say 1 to 72 in the pass, it's going to cost you a lot of money unless if you go for them like probably 5 or 6 at a time. But even so, people suspect that once COD points become active, because originally in the game they weren't active, they were just sat there dormant in your account with no real use. Like I bought the digital standard edition because I wasn't too sure about whether to get the Black Ops pass or not, which is basically the season pass. But in the end I just thought, you know what, I want to keep playing the game for its full life cycle, why not? Because Blackout was really good. The zombies is probably my favourite part of the entire like Black Ops 4 like bundle so far. Multiplayer is slowly going on me, but I do spend pretty much most of my time in the zombies. But yeah, with these card points you can use them to obviously purchase your way through the battle pass. This isn't exactly the best thing for the consumer because it's cost you a lot of money to even get through these tiers. Another thing, which is why I believe it's probably going to be throwing people off playing the game, especially whilst grinding for these cosmetics from this pass, is because it just takes too long to actually progress through the tiers. Now, I've seen a lot of people, like 8force for example, he made a great video talking about the Black Ops Pass and why it's so bad and how long it really takes. He said that it takes about an average 45 minutes to an hour to actually progress through a single tier. I'm now tier 7, maybe close to 8, and I did see it getting slow throughout the tiers, but I didn't really want to make a video on it until I got first hand experience of it. And I feel like now that I'm at tier 7 or 8, I've got a good feel throughout the multiple hours I put into the game to really get a feel for how slow the progression really is. And I have to say, it is stupidly slow. Now granted, if you play Blackout, I've heard that the longer you're actually alive for in the game, the more you get like XP in the tier you actually get. Now this is a pretty bad thing really, because you can literally just AFK farm. You can literally land in Blackout, sit in a house in the corner of the zone and just not move, and you can be like top 3 and you'll get a load of tier XP. this is bad because this is just going to promote AFK farming, which is not good because it's going to stagnate all the playlists. You're probably not going to be able to get any real game of Blackout or even multiplayer for that example, because people might just literally just join a game, sit in a bush or like sit in a house or whatever, and just AFK the entire game. This is not going to do well for the players because it's going to stagnate the playlist, it's going to stagnate Blackout, and also, weirdly enough, multiplayer and Blackout both enable tier progression for the pass, but Zombies doesn't, and that's a bit of a really weird one for me. Like, I get it, the cosmetics aren't for Zombies, they're for multiplayer, and some of them are for Blackout as well. But surely it would make more sense as well to allow people out there who play Zombies to get access to these tiers as well, because they don't. It's only Blackout players and multiplayer players. Zombies players are completely left out in this. Now, by the time this video goes out, they may have made an update to change that. I'm not too sure. But the way at the moment of me recording this, there was unfortunately no way for Zombies players to actually earn or to progress through these tiers without actually moving across to Blackout or to multiplayer. So it's a really bad situation for the Zombies players because they are basically being shut out of these cosmetics, and it's either, hey, you play Zombies and you don't get these cosmetics, or you don't get a chance, I should say, to even be able to earn these cosmetic items, or you just leave Zombies and you go play in multiplayer, which you might not even enjoy. You might not like multiplayer or Blackout. You might just buy Black Ops 4 just for the Zombies, which I intentionally did for Blood of the Dead, and honestly I feel like that was really worth my purchase. But I did also look forward to the multiplayer and the Blackout after the beta. They're both really solid. But yeah, Zombie players just haven't got access to the pass at all, and that's a bit of a weird one for me. I don't know why they've done that. I don't know why Treyarch felt the need to like disconnect the Zombies community from the Blackout and multiplayer community, even though they are their own little separate individual communities. I don't know why they linked the Blackout and the multiplayer together and completely kick out the Zombies. So that's another one of the points that it's just really not going well in the community for Black Ops 4 as a whole. Now, another point I want to bring up as well, with this whole Black Ops Pass thing, a lot of people have been criticising it for just obviously, one, how long it takes to actually progress through, two, the use of card points, and three, you get these, basically once you get through the pass, yes, you'll get some outfits and you'll get some gestures, but with the gestures, when are you ever really going to use a gesture? Like, I get it, you know, like emotes and stuff like that and sprays, people like to use them, but when in real, like thinking realistically, like off the top of my head, when would you ever feel the need to use an emote in multiplayer? Like in Blackout maybe, but in multiplayer, when it's so fast paced, the second you probably use that emote or that gesture, you're probably gonna get shot. So it's really not, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, there's so many gestures and there's these little classified cases, and I haven't actually got to the past, well, into the stage of the past where I can actually get one of these little briefcase things, and I'm not even too sure what they're used for. They could be camos for all I know. I highly doubt they are. They're probably behind some sort of lucrative paywall, which will be a real shame if it is, because in the past, if you go onto your Black Ops 4 and look, or if you look on some like screenshots on Google or whatnot, the majority of the items in that pass are all briefcases, and I'm not sure what's in them, so I can't really comment firsthand. But I have a feeling that they're going to be behind some sort of paywall just for Activision to make just a little bit more money. And deep down, I do feel like this whole pass thing is just another money-making tactic. With the whole buying tiers in big bulks, so like YouTubers and streamers, for example, like in Fortnite, you could just buy the entire thing straight out for a fair bit, not the most, like not like extremely expensive, but it costs you a fair bit. But you could easily purchase all of the tiers. But in Black Ops 4, it's just, if you want to buy one tier to 72 flat out, it's going to cost you a lot of money. I believe Noah J45, or a YouTuber by the name of that, I think that's his name, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe he was buying the pass like all out on stream, and I think he commented that it cost him just an absurd amount of money. So, you know, that's something that needs to really be looked into, because it's just going to cost people too much. And plus as well, the pass for the cycle, like, I think it's in like seasons, there's only 52, 51 days of this past season, and then I believe it changes to new stuff. And with the progressions going every 45 minutes, basically to get through like a lot of tiers, you have to play for like 45 minutes to get through one tier, and I think they average around for like 6 hours a day for like 48 days or something like that, something completely absurd. Like straight just to be able to complete the entire pass, plus then the additional 50 tiers on top of that as well once you complete the 200 initial. It's just a lot, and I feel like it's really gonna push back the Black Ops 4 community. Now, a way that I think it could be improved, honestly, they could really do with shortening the amount of experience or amount of time needed to go from tier to tier, because this is definitely gonna make people want to play, because they will see results if you show players that they are achieving challenges and that they are progressing in a tier. It's going to make them want to keep on playing more and more and more. The more you show players that they're not achieving and you're slowing them down from progressing to the next tier, it's going to push them away, because I feel like all of their effort that they're putting into your game isn't being, well, justified, and is just going to waste because they're not getting anything from it. I feel like that's the big nail in the coffin here. The Blackout Pass, whilst it's good that there is some sort of way for people to earn cosmetics, especially for free as well. You haven't got to pay to get access to this pass, it's completely free as part of the game. But the way it's being done is just very, I don't know, it's just not fair for the consumers and the players, because it feels like we're not getting anything from it in terms of our commitment to the game. And the more hours we put into it, yes, we might progress it, but it's just going to start becoming stagnant, and we're just not going to want to keep playing it anymore. But these are just my thoughts and opinions, by the way. If you guys have any comments or any thoughts about it, make sure to comment down below and let me know how you feel about the pass. But yeah, that'll be it for this, guys. Just thought I'd have a quick talk about why I personally think the current state of the Black Ops Pass, or this Battle Pass tier system, is a complete joke. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new and you want to see more videos like this, which will be coming in the future, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I try and post as frequently as I can. I'm going to be trying to switch up the content a little bit, just so I can try and figure out what I really want to start posting again, because I got a bit stale with what I was posting. I just want to try and figure out what I want to sort of bring to the channel. But yeah, that's been it for me, guys. Hope you guys are all enjoying Black Ops 4. I know I personally am, besides this Black Ops Pass thing. But yeah, have a good day, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.